Hello Stage 2 and welcome to Wednesday's Learning for Literacy and in particular writing. Today we are celebrating Indigenous Literacy Day and this is an important day just for you to be aware of, for everyone to be aware of, the richness, the diversity and the multilingual world of the First Nations people. And we're going to look at a book written by a very popular, famous Australian author. So here is our author and here is our illustrator. Both have received quite a number of awards in their chosen fields. A very popular artist, and he lives in East Arnhem Land. Sally Morgan has written many books and she really enjoys writing children's books. So as you read Little Bird's Day, you would have noticed how Sally Morgan used the elements of nature that are so important in Little Bird's Day. Think about how these elements affect your daily routines. Little Bird wakes with the sun and that encourages her to wake up others. What wakes you up every morning? Take the time to listen in the morning to the bird calls near your home or at school. I put in a video which was taken at sunrise in Australia's bushland, and you can hear the birds calling out as their days begin. Sally Morgan uses figurative language in Little Bird's Day. This contributes to the text, giving it substance and rhythm. Some of the examples are feast in the flowers, chase my feathery friends, I flutter with the rain to wash my fuzzy feathers. Sally Morgan has used alliteration. Alliteration is when words that start with the same sound, not necessarily just the same letter, are used repeatedly in a phrase or a sentence. It's often used in newspaper headlines to grab the reader's attention. Alliteration provides some melody and rhythm to your writing. The words that begin with the same sound don't have to necessarily be near each other to be considered an alliteration. There's no rule to say how many words apart those sounds are. So your writing focus today is to use alliteration to improve your writing skills. And this is to provide rhythm to your words and keep the reader following along. There are a couple of jobs for you to do. Actually, there are 3. Your first one you'll see on your Google slide is to use alliteration. We're pretending that we're at a zoo and the zookeeper has named her animals and they've got to have alliterative names. She's already got Karen, koala, and Carol, the cobra. So you've got 4 animals here: tiger, wombat, kangaroo, and echidna. And you need to give a first name to each of these animals, starting with that same bold sound. So the T, the W, the K, and the E. In your Google Slides, I've inserted a video and it's called Mr. Bleezer's Ice Cream Shop. It's only a minute long and you can see just from the grab screen here, Peach Pimento Pizza Plum. That's the name of one of his ice creams that he sells in his shop. And I'm going to ask you to create some unusual ice cream flavours as well. So job 2 is another alliteration activity, and your job is to create 4 new flavours, 4 new ice cream flavours for Mr. Bleezer. There are a few rules though. You need to remember that you're building your alliteration skills, so the ice cream names must be alliterative. That means each word must start with that same beginning sound. Second, these flavours are, well, we'll call them unusual. They have to have one savoury, that means like a dinner dinner food flavour, and one sweet, a dessert or a lolly flavour. So my example, I chose for dinner tuna, which is savoury, and for dessert I chose Tim Tam. So my ice cream becomes tuna Tim Tam. Sounds delicious, just right for Mr. Bleezer's shop. If I tried another one, I'd go perhaps pickles for my savoury and pineapple for my dessert. So it becomes pickled pineapple ice cream. A big seller, I'm sure. So you need to do 4 scoops. So you need 4 different flavours, and you will type your responses, your new creations beside. I've got flavour 1 on the Google slide, flavour 2, flavour 3, flavour 4. I found some words that we normally pair up with ice cream flavours, a little word bank. You can see twist, dip, swirl, sherbet, nut fudge. So I could add that to my ice cream flavour. I've got tuna Tim Tam, and I'd go for a T sound, twist. So my new ice cream flavour is now tuna Tim Tam twist. I've repeated that T sound 4 times to create my flavour. Wasn't so lucky with my P, but that can help you. So you need to remember, first, you're building your alliteration skills. Each word must have the same beginning sound. You must use a mixture of savoury and sweet to create your new flavour, and type them in next door to the scoops. I'd like you to have a little bit of fun with that. Your last job, if we go back and think about Little Bird's Day again, the gentle flow of words makes me as the reader put a movie in my mind about the story as it goes. And I've used some pictures, or I'm including some pictures, a stimulus for you, and you're going to create spicy, stunning sentences. I've just used alliteration there. You're going to use spicy, stunning sentences with those pictures to create outstanding, interesting, alliterative sentences. I'm doing an example of a crocodile. I've used the creeping crocodile swam steadily towards its target. So I've used 3 pairs of alliterative teams: the C or the K, the S and the T. I tried it differently, and I split up my alliteration just a tiny bit. The crocodile had crept closer to its petrified prey. So you can see it doesn't always have to be right next door to each other. So your 3 stimulus pictures that you'll find on your Google slides are these. Remember, your job is to use your imagination, correct spelling, a correct sentence starter, which is always a capital letter, the alliteration, and you must use your correct punctuation to end, which is a full stop, could be a question mark, but it's a sentence, so I doubt it, possibly an exclamation mark. Have fun.